dominated, so they've got some great big church. They robbed us blind. We made some local town rich. You're not free with your Cadillac. You're doing just exactly what the man wants you to do. Buy his goods, so you'll never have any real economic freedom. You're not free. You're a slave.
Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway. My name's Josh Hall. I'm here with Intensity Broadcasting, bringing you the Fortuna Iron 125 here with the iOS Cup Series, brought to you by Black Designs. And we're here for some exciting, this is race number 4 here at Atlanta. And this is be a good one. Thanks to Michael Provolt for sponsoring tonight's race with the Fortuna Iron 125. Let's take a quick look at our standings from last week after Homestead. You've got Cody Moore, your points leader, with 134 points. Colin Willems right behind with 130. Brian Nudie, Chris Wheeler, and Stephen Black. Stephen Black, Cody Moore, Colin Willems all locked in with wins. We'll take a look. We also have team standings in this league. And right now, Cyclone Racing just dominating right now. 352 points. 2 pedals, 1 clutch in second. Intensity Racing Team third. Then you got Operators Racing and Team Maze 4th and 5th. As we're getting ready for some great racing here at Atlanta. A little race information for you here. Be a warm one here at Atlanta. And right now at the top of the board, we've got Colin Willems with a 37. As I'm trying to get my camera set there, I apologize. There we go. Colin Willems with a 30.76 here. Loving his MeUndies. You don't know what that's all about? Check out the Logan and Cody Show. Great episode this past week. They had a little radioactive segment, which was pretty cool. So they shout out us all the time. So we're going to shout out them. Check out the Logan and Cody Show after this. You can find them on YouTube. Just type in Logan and Cody. I believe they're going to be sponsoring a race in the next couple weeks as well. So there'll be a little more information on that. Let's see Daniel Mickle here, sitting back in 5th. So we got about 40 seconds left before these guys qualify. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and we've got a little commercial spot from Fortuna Iron. So let's dial that up for you. Actually, we'll do that just before these guys finish qualifying here. We've got about 10 seconds before qualifying ends. I want to thank Michael Provolt for sponsoring tonight's race with Fortuna Iron. Race format's going to be 125 laps here at Hot Atlanta. Stage break at lap 25, where we'll have some special stuff going on at that stage break as well, and we'll go over all that in just a moment. But let's see. Who the first ones out on track are. Stephen Black, who's been dominating the season, out on track right now, getting his qualifying attempt underway. That beautiful 98 machine. Stephen Black with Black Designs makes all of the logos and everything you're seeing for iOS here. They're beautiful flyers, their winners pictures, as well as the points. And he also paints a bunch of cars for the league as well, especially all his Cyclone Racing teammates. So pretty cool that he's got that going on. Interesting, he was just on the Logan and Cody show as well. So interesting man, this man who drives a 98. So go ahead and check that out too. See Chris Wheeler out there in that 22 machine. And I always say it, I'm a sucker for paint jobs, so that's a sweet looking Valvoline ride right there. Brian Nudie, Colin is the best MeUndies model ever. Made me buy 3 pairs. And Russell Martin says tires, tires, tires. These guys will have 2 extra sets of tires in the pits. So 3 sets total. So, yeah, tire conservation is going to be the name of the game tonight. See Logan Hagerman, one of the Intensity Broadcasting cars. Coming around, finishing his qualifying spot. He's going to provisionally roll off third right now unless somebody knocks him down. Chris Wheeler, though, ended up moving into the second spot behind Stephen Black. Great run there. See Brian Nudie out on track right now. Still says maybe one day he'll be as cool as Cody. Well, we got qualifying going on. Let's go ahead and hear from our sponsor tonight.
Fortuna Iron is proud to sponsor tonight's race, the Fortuna Iron 125 from Atlanta Motor Speedway, the 4th race in the iOS Cup Series 2021 Season 2. Tonight's broadcasting stream is brought to you by Intensity Broadcasting. Tonight's race is also brought to you by Black Designs. The drivers will do battle on the 1.5-mile oval for 125 laps tonight. There will be payouts for the podium drivers, $15 for first, $10 for second, and $5 for third. An additional $5 will be awarded to the stage leader. Cyclone Racing is currently in the lead for team standings with 352 points, with 2 pedals, 1 clutch trailing by 62, followed by Intensity Broadcasting behind by 72 points. Rounding off 4th is Operators Racing behind by 80 points, and in 5th place, Maze Racing with 255. Tonight will be an important points night for the drivers as they look to keep their playoff hopes alive, right here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Thank you to Michael Provolt for that great introduction. You'll hear more from him later on as the race goes on, as we got cars still out there making their qualifying attempts. We got Mike Fuller out on track. Looks like he's just rolling out there. Looks like he finished off his qualifying. We got Will Witt out on track in the 35 machine. 8th on his first lap. Let's see how he comes across the line here for his second lap. Comes off of turn 4. The very hot and slick Atlanta Motor Speedway. Blake Hensley says, let's go Stephen Black and Cyclone. Hate to miss tonight. Will Witt jumps up to the second spot with a 30.91 to Brian Nudie's 30.88. So Stephen Black has fallen back to third with a 30.92. So an 88, a 91, and a 92 is your top 3 right now. So that's a tight front couple rows here. See Nick Mather out on track right now. Oh, he just finished his lap. Brian Dees coming off of turn number 4 to start his lap here. Great view as he comes into turns 1 and 2. You see how slick it is. That car is already starting to hang out just a little bit. Follow him around here. He starts lap number 2 here. Kind of run the middle line down on the bottom where you want to be. You want to be right down on that white line. Let's take a look at Colin Willems here. Also running that kind of middle line. Brian Dees does move up into the 13th spot. Let's see where Colin ends up here after his first lap. And Colin's going to move into the 10th position. See what he can do on a second lap. You see on the second lap, right down on that white line. Cassie Willems says, let's go Colin and Mather. You see Colin in that good entry, that good arc down here into 3 and 4, running a little bit higher line through 3 and 4. See where that puts him. He crosses the line here. And he's going to stay. Nope, he's going to jump up to the 5th spot. See Cody Moore out on track. Last year's Cup champion. Mike Fuller says qualifying won't matter here. All about saving tires tonight. Well, qualifying will matter quite a bit, in my opinion, due to where you qualify is where your pit stall is going to be. And while tires are going to be important, getting off a pit road is going to be just as important. Russell Martin jumps up to the 4th spot with a 30.93. So the top 10 separated by 1/100th of a second. As Cody Moore continues his qualifying lap here. Russell Martin did jump up to the 4th spot. No, he is done. Thought he was going to continue his. Now Cody Moore with a 30.92 up into 4th. Couple cars yet to qualify. We got Max McClure, Bailey Jones, and Bobby Mays yet to qualify tonight. Corlier Mather says, let's go, Nick and Colin. See Cody run that real high line here around turns 3 and 4. Let's see if that helps him out here. Oh, gets loose off the corner. That's not going to help him out through 1 and 2. Smacks the wall, and he's not going to be able to improve his time. So we have just about a minute left in qualifying. It looks like Kyle Mays out on track. Currently sitting in 16th. See if he can improve his time here with this lap. Oh, looks like he already finished his laps. Looks like he'd make a practice pit stop here, which is a tricky pit road to get onto. And that is just about going to do it here for qualifying, as nobody else is going to have time to get out there and make another lap. So I want to thank you all for coming out tonight, joining us here on Intensity Broadcast. And we see you guys out there watching. If you're new to the broadcast, welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, let us know who you're rooting for. We have access to the chat. We can see what you're saying. We might even give you a shout out here on air. So don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Liking everything and subscribing and following really helps us out. We do appreciate it. As we're getting ready to grid up here. So let's take a look at our starting grid. Brought to you by Fortuna Iron. Brian Nudie, your pole winner tonight with Will Witt starting on the outside. And then the 98, Stephen Black and Cody Moore will round out row number 2. Russell Martin in the 15, he'll roll off 5th with Michael White to his outside. Then Chris Wheeler in the 22 and Colin Willems in the 17 will round out row 4. Logan Hagerman and Brian Dees make up row number 5 in your top 10. Nick Mather in that poutine car and Todd Mays round out row number 6. Then Eddie Morris and Brian Merle Jr. round out row number 14. 15th is going to be the 47 of Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence with the 55 of Kyle Mays to his outside. Didn't realize I forgot to click the button, my bad. Then Colton Kinsey making his return to the iOS tonight in the 21 with Michael Provault to his outside. Joseph Wright, Intensity's own here, sitting in the 19th spot with Greg the Legend Fronek to his outside. Then Dave Wright in the 84, he'll roll off 21st with Sylvan Seguin rolling off 22nd. Excuse me. Brett Merle and Mike Fuller will round out row number 12. Derek Chaput in the 37, followed by Zachary Cox to his outside. Then Daniel Mickle in the 26, he'll be rolling off 27th. Bobby Mays in the 5, he'll be rolling off 28th, with Max McClure and Bailey Jones rounding out the rest of your field. As we get set for 25 laps, 125 laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Stage break will be at lap number 25. Remember, these guys do have 2 sets of tires in the pits, so 3 sets total, 1 on the car now and 2 left over. And as we said earlier, it's going to be all about tire conservation. Who can save their tires the longest? Who can make that run work? Maybe even see some gambling, depending on how many cautions we have. Someone might take 2 tires to get that track position and get to the front. A great look at the field here as they come down the backstretch. We're going to get ready to go racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Brian Newey to the inside, Will Witt to the outside. Who's going to get the good jump here on the start? Is that high side going to be the preferred line going into turn number 1? We'll see here on cold tires as the pace car is getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. And we're getting ready to go racing here in the iOS series from Atlanta for the Fortuna 125. Green flags in the air. Good jump from Brian Newey. He's already got a little bit of a nose, but here comes Will Witt with that power on the outside. It looks like that high side is going to have a little bit of an advantage here as they go into the corner. Side by side. Looks like that inside line is going to have the clear advantages. Now Stephen Black is already looking to the inside of Brian Newey. Oh, we got one car on the wall. The 17 Colin Williams in the wall. Caution is out already. And that's going to bring up our first wreckage we wanted tonight. As we find this, there's actually quite a few cars that had some issues here. Take a look here as they come down the backstretch. Actually, we already see Colin in some trouble here. We'll see it starts deep in the corner here. He's actually getting loose here coming off of turn number 2. Looks like he may have had to check up a little bit. You can see him tank slapping that car, trying to hold on to it, doing everything he can. Catches the wall, then gets caught in the right rear bumper by the 27 of D's. 74 of Brian Merrill Jr. gets involved as well. See the 25 and the 27 getting spun around. A little further up, Greg Fronek, Joe Wright involved. Tough break for a lot of drivers here right on the opening lap. I want to actually ride along with Colin if I can. I want to see how much he was actually trying to wrestle that thing. Oh, I'm going to watch his hands here as he comes off the corner. He was trying to hold on to it, just wasn't able to, as you see the rest of the field come piling in. But Stephen Black is your current leader. A couple cars on pit road. A couple cars already using their resets here. Yes, there is a possibility for some mean content right there. The lights on the pace car are still on, so we'll take another word here from Mr. Proval.
Fortuna Iron is your go-to fabrication shop on the North Coast. We carry the largest inventory of retail steel, stainless steel, and aluminum in all of Humboldt County at prices that can't be beat. We specialize in custom welding, repair, modification, and structural industrial work. Whether you're looking for commercial stair rails, ADA handrails, decorative gates or doors, or just that custom headache rack for your truck, we can do it all. Schedule your consultation today. Call 707-725-2608. Fortuna Iron.
And there you have it. Our sponsor tonight, Michael Provolt with Fortuna Iron, also putting up some cash for tonight, which we always appreciate. Drivers like it too. Should get the volume up just a little bit for you guys. I do apologize for that. Looks like this time by, the lights on the pace car are going to go off. We're going to be getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Looks like Stephen Black is going to take that inside line here on Brian Nudie, with Will Witt and Cody Moore sitting back in third and fourth. Michael White, Russell Martin going to restart fifth and sixth. Already, Derek Chaput and Max McClure are two biggest movers of the race. Both up 9 spots from the drop of the green. Fortunately, Colin Willems, our biggest loser right now, losing 18 spots. He's going to be restarting in the 26th position. You see him way back there at the back of the screen. Looks like he's got himself a brand new car from a reset, so we'll have to see how he manages his patience here coming back through the field. The lights are off on the pace car. We're going to be going back green flag racing here. We're re-racked, restacked, getting ready to refire. Pace car takes that hard left-hand turn on the pit lane. Stephen Black hits the accelerator, green flag back in the air, and Stephen Black with a great jump on Brian Nudie there. Already almost a half a second lead on Brian Nudie here as they come through 1 and 2 in the field. Side by side back here. See Logan Hagerman and Chris Wheeler side by side. Also a little further front, Will Witt, Russell Martin side by side as Will Witt's gonna, oh, Cody Moore gets loose in the 52 right in front of these guys. That's going to bring cars up in the wall. No caution though. As Cody Moore keeps it going. Couple cars in the wall. But we stay green. Stephen Black starting to get a little bit of pressure for Brian Nudie as Brian Nudie's starting to pull up to Stephen Black. A little further back, we got a little battle side by side. That's Logan Hagerman in the 22, Chris Wheeler. A little side by side action back here. That's for 6th and 7th. They straighten it out. A little further back, we got a little battle here between Derek Chaput and Daniel Mickle. Kyle Mays under attack for Eddie Morris right now. Eddie had a great run coming off the turn number 4. Able to pull right to the back bumper of that 55. Well, that's going on. Cody Moore has crept into this front picture here. Oh, we see the 22 get real loose off the corner. But Cody Moore working that high side now. Try to see if he can get around Brian Nudie and try to challenge Stephen Black here. Maria Bonder Manson says, hey, Brian Merle, Jr. See you tomorrow, Brian and Brett. As here comes Cody Moore looking at a high side. They're almost 3 wide. You see 3 distinct lines as now here comes Will Witt trying to get underneath Cody Moore. Take that 3rd position away. Great battle here from our top 5. We're basically under a blanket. You see Michael White now coming into the picture. Nobody with a clear advantage here. And you see all the distinct lines. You got Will Witt and Cody Moore kind of running that middle line. You have Stephen Black and, oh, Cody Moore hits the wall. We got a battle side by side between Michael White and Will Witt. White's going to get that position. Now he's going to try to take the position away from 52 of Cody Moore coming off turn number 4. Not going to be there, though. A little further back, you see Eddie Morris trying to get around the 74 of Brian Merle Jr. Along we see Derek Chaput and the 26 of Daniel Mickle. So these 4 cars right here are battling hard. As the 26 now looks underneath Junior, trying to take that position away. That is a battle for 11th and 12th on the track right now. Just up in front, Chris Wheeler getting passed by Nick Mather here. Here comes Michael White looking underneath Cody Moore. And I think Cody's got a little bit of damage on that car from slapping the wall there. Here comes Hagerman into the picture too. Hagerman's trying to join this party. Great little run here as we're coming to lap 14. Again, the stage will end at lap 25. We'll have some payouts going out for that, with the winner of the stage getting $5. It's going to be Stephen Black or is it going to be Brian Nudie? It looks like those two are kind of checking out from the rest of the field right now. A little further back, we got a little battle back here between Kyle Mays and Chris Wheeler. Mays gets around Wheeler to take away that 8th spot. Cody Moore under pressure now from the 09 of Michael White, who's right there on his back bumper. As we take a look from the back of Cody Moore's car, you see Michael just able to get underneath him, but not able to get the power down, not able to roll the center as well and get around him. He can get into the corner so much better, but Cody has such a better drive through the middle and off. Thomas Gordon says, let's go Mather. Nick Mather up 4 spots into the 7th position right now. As now Stephen Black and Brian Nudie just checking out from the rest of the field right now. Will Witt under fire as Logan Hagerman goes around the outside. Here comes Nick Mather. See if he's going to follow Hagerman around. Canadians ganging up on Will Witt here. As now Mather's going to look to the inside. Cody Moore going around the lap car. That's the 15. Of Russell Martin. Staying high and out of the way of the leaders here as they come on by. Nick Mather's had a great run for a second on Will Witt. When nowhere to go, he had to check out of it and kill his momentum. And you see now Will Witt getting a great run off the corner, trying to get around Logan Hagerman. He's going to take the inside here of Hagerman. Here comes the 55 of Kyle Mays to the inside of Mather. Great battle here. This is for 6th, 7th, 8th. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th right here. These guys are trying to get every point they can because the stage will be ending in about 5.5 laps. And every one of these bonus points can make the difference at the end of the season. Up front, though, Stephen Black has pulled away from Brian Nudie. I think Brian Nudie's just kind of hanging back here and trying to save his tires because he knows that tire wear is going to make such a difference here. Keeping a good gap behind him to Cody Moore. Nick Mather to the outside of Will Witt here, coming off of turn number 2. And Will's going to lose all his momentum. He's going to get passed by Kyle Mays as well as they come down the backstretch. So Will losing 2 spots there. Still sitting in 8th, though, with a 3-second gap back to 9th. So he's going to get some good some good bonus points here for the stage end. But now Nick Mather's trying to get to the back bumper of Hagerman, and here comes Michael White looking to the inside of Cody Moore to try to take away that 3rd spot. A little further back in the pack here, Eddie Morris getting around David Wright for that 14th spot. See Derek Chaput up here as well. And Cody Moore now under pressure from the 09 of Michael White. Looking to the inside here. Cody able to roll that high side just a little bit better, though. As we're coming to lap number 23. Hagerman to the inside of Mather. Slide up in front. A little slide job there. Saw that on the back side of the screen, and here comes Michael White again looking to the inside, and while they're battling, they're actually catching Brian Nudie. Brian Nudie's starting to fall back quite a bit here. I don't know if it's just saving tires or if he burnt them off early in the run. Stephen Black, though, out to over a 2nd lead. As Cody Moore and Michael White, they smell blood here coming to the end of the stage. Got just 2 laps left in the stage here. The stage will end on lap 25. Here comes Cody Moore with a great run here coming into the corner. As they cross the line, Stephen Black is going to come across the line here to start lap 25. Michael White looks back to the inside of Cody Moore. Cody runs that high side so well, though. Gets off the corner so well. And is able to pull away and gain on Brian Nudie in front. And as they come this time across the line to finish lap 25, this will be the end of the stage here, as Stephen Black is going to get that bonus point, as well as 10 points for winning the stage. Brian Nudie 2nd, Cody Moore 3rd, Michael White, Nick Mather, Logan Hagerman, Kyle Mays, Will Witt, Brian Dees, and Daniel Mickle will round out your top 10. So a great stage win here for Stephen Black. We know he's already locked in to the playoffs because of that win that he had. But those bonus points are going to be helpful as well. As you see the pace car picking up the field here in turn 4. We'll have to see if anybody comes down to pit road and what they do. Well, Stephen Black fakes the pit road. Brian Nudie does hit pit road. Logan Hagerman on the pit road as well. We'll have to see what Brian Nudie does here on his pit stop. See if he takes tires or if he just takes fuel only. It looks like he's going to be fuel only. Take a look at Hagerman, fuel only. Colin Willems, we know he's going to take fuel only. He had that incident earlier. Looks like everybody's just coming in for fuel only. Nobody's taking tires. And Stephen Black, your stage winner, stays out on track to gain that position. And while we're under yellow here, let's have another word from our sponsor.
Do you need a truck rack to help you haul steel, ladders, lumber, kayaks, or other long items on your truck? How about a headache rack to protect the back window of your pickup? Fortuna Irons racks are just the answer to your problem. We custom make each one of our top quality racks from either steel or aluminum to fit your truck and your lifestyle. We can accommodate camper shells as well. We can fabricate and install your rack right here in our shop or ship it to your location. Call 707-725-2608 for your free consultation.
Thanks again to Michael Provolt for supplying tonight's sponsorship for the race, along with the purse that these guys will be racing for. Again, $15 to the winner tonight, with $10 going to second place, $5 going to third place, and Stephen Black already won the $5 payout for winning the stage. And I have a feeling that after this race, it's going to be a trend of having some nice sponsorship commercials. Speaking of sponsorship commercials, check out the Logan and Cody show. I know Brian's been doing the, Nudie's been doing the sponsorship reads for that, along with some of the Blake Hensley with the memes and the radioactive segment as well. So last week we had Dean Qualley they had Dean Qualley and Stephen Black on the show. Stephen Black, the most interesting man in iOS. Check that out. If you don't know how to get to the Logan and Cody show, just YouTube the Logan and Cody show. They gave us a big shout out last time, so I'm going to give a big shout out back to them. It's fun. You know, these guys, they have a lot of fun out here. There's a lot of camaraderie. And in the Discord, there's a lot of, yeah. So that spills over a little bit into the Logan and Cody show, so you have to check that out. As the lights on the pace car are off, getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Speaking of Fortuna Iron, there's that 95, sponsored by Fortuna Iron as well. Great looking paint job on that car. And the lights on the pace car are off. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. We're restacked, re-racked, and ready to refire here as they come off of turn number 4. Pace car ducks on the pit road. Green flag back in the air, and Stephen Black again with a great jump. Looked like Will Witt spun the tires a little bit. Almost got a little Isaiah Gill action going on back here. But he's able to hang on to it, and that famous Isaiah Gill incident happening right here in Atlanta in the Truck Series. So we see Will getting a little loose again off the corner. Looking underneath the 25 of Todd Mays. They're almost three wide going into turn number 3. Think better of it. Mays slides way up the track. Here comes the 26. 2/4 and 3 wide. Man, some great racing right here off this restart. Cody Moore now under some pressure here from Kyle Mays. They come off of turn number 2. Kyle Mays has that preferred inside line through the corner, but Cody's got that great drive off that high side, and we've been seeing that all night. He's making that high side work better than anybody else out there. People can get beside him, but they just can't get past him as they work through the quad oval here at Atlanta. Still side by side behind him between Kyle Mays and Nick Mather. Nick on that high side now. Maybe he's learning a little bit of what Cody Moore's doing. He's trying to make that high side work as well. We see the 27 of Brian Dees, who was involved in that first incident, made his way up into the 6th spot. Speaking of cars involved in that first incident, looks like Colin Willems battling his way back up here. He's sitting back in the 14th spot, just behind Brian Nudie. Trying to work around the 22 of Chris Wheeler and the 21 of Colton Kinsey out there as well. As they're almost 3 wide between Brian Nudie and that's Brett Merle in the Intensity Machine, the 23 down there. While that's going on, Cody Moore's getting all sorts of pressure now from the 09 of Michael White. And as that's going on, they're almost looking 3 wide here. As we ride along with Cody off the back bumper, and you can see him really using that arc there. And while he's doing that, you see the field behind him, 2x2x2, all the way back there. Here comes, that looks like Nick Mather trying to get around Michael White here. And that's going to allow Cody Moore just to pull away, as now you got this gaggle of cars here all jockeying for position. Oh, car in the wall. Yellow flag is out. Oh, no. You hate to see it. But it looks like Colin Willems was involved in another one here as they come off of turn number 2 and onto the backstretch. It looks like Max McClure gets a little loose coming off of turn number 2, overcorrects it, gets up into the fence, comes back across and hits Colin Willems right in that passenger side door. Colin's got no control. He's just a passenger at this point. He just collects it hard into that inside wall, bounces back across the track. And it looks like only Colin involved in this one. I just want to double check. Yeah, it was just Colin. Single car incident here. And I want to rewind here. I want to see what happened to Max, if he got loose or if Colin actually got into him, because it looks like just want to double check here. Yeah, doesn't look like Colin got into him, so Colin with that hard impact to the inside. And that's pretty much going to end Colin's day. There's a bunch of cars come onto pit road. We see cars taking tires now. Will Witt, Stephen Black taking tires. Cody Moore taking tires. Looks like Logan, Hagerman, Nudie, Provolt, Zach Cox, Russell Martin, Derek Chaput, Sylvan Seguin, all deciding to stay out on those older tires. Let's take a look at our pit strategy here. Yeah, these guys are on the oldest tires. So, Seguin, the last car with old tires, and Michael White. It's too many whites. Michael White, the first car on fresh tires. As I see, Brandon White is not in the race, so I should know not to say his name for the rest of the night. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night here at Atlanta Motor Speedway as the iOS Truck Series takes on Hotlanta. Pulling up my schedule now so I can verify that. Yes, we'll be taking on Hotlanta for 100 laps tomorrow night. Then the trucks move on to Homestead, Miami, Chicagoland, and Michigan for their next stretch of races, which I'm looking forward to. After the event that was last week at Nashville. If anybody's following that, I did not have the best of races. I'm looking to get some redemption, though, tomorrow night as we hit the Homestead, here to Atlanta, one of my favorite tracks. And then Homestead. And then Thursday, we still have our Dirt Series. Don't forget to check out that. And Friday, the Original Rebels Xfinity Series. Saturday night Xfinity Series, Cup Series with Original Rebels. Then Sunday, we've got a special event for you. We got the Twin 125s for both the Outlaw Series and the Original Rebels trucks. So there will be technically 4 races Sunday night. You don't want to miss it. I'll be on the call for all of those on Sunday, so check that out. And of course, last night we had the ARCA Pro Series here on Intensity Broadcasting. We're in the ARCA Pro Series right now. Kyle Mays is leading the points over Dylan Dunford, Derek Chaput. Derek Chaput and Kyle Mays, though, both with wins, so they're locked in the playoffs. We're getting locked in for some more racing here as Logan Hagerman's on the inside, spins the tires. A lot of tire spin up front here as the green flag comes back in the air. And you can see what those old tires are doing as we see a little further back. Some side-by-side, 3 wide here. Russell Martin getting that reset done back on the lead lap. Along with Derek Chaput. And the 51 is Zachary Cox here as well. But here comes Stephen Black on those fresh tires. And you're going to see these fresh tires just eat up this group here in front. As you see these fresh tires coming, they look like they're running their own race. It looks like a IMSA race where you've got the prototypes and the GT cars. Just 2 different classes of cars out on track with those tires. Man, a lot of movement in the back here. We're 3 wide. Chris Wheeler, Nick Mather, Michael White. 3 wide back here. White decides to get out of that. Smart move. As they're still 3 wide, coming off of turn number 4, able to hold on to it. Oh! That was Zach Cox. All wild and tank slapping here. As they're trying to make it 4 wide through the corner here. While that's going on, Hagerman under attack right now from Russell Martin. Russell Martin, it's like he's going to take that lead away from Hagerman. Here comes Stephen Black, though, right behind Derek Chaput. We got some 3 wide back here. We just got a gaggle of cars back here all jostling for position. And these guys are just going at it right now. So much action on the track. We see the 26 of Daniel Mickle. He gets sideways through the tri-oval there. 3 wide with Nudie in the meat in the sandwich here. With Cody Moore on the outside. Cody's going to have to file in here. We see Logan Hagerman just going backwards. Up front, though, Russell Martin's going to give the lead up to Stephen Black. Here comes Russell Martin getting past 3 wide. Derek Chaput trying to take the 2nd place spot away from Brian Dees. Bunch of drivers, new faces and new places here at the front of the pack. Kyle Mays under attack from Derek Chaput right now. Here comes Chris Wheeler in the 22. Will Witt right behind them. He's having a great battle back here with Daniel Mickle. And here comes Nick Mather and Cody Moore. Again, while this lead pack kind of gets things settled out, we see the back of the pack all still running 2 and 3 wide back here. Sorry, that was the 66 of Sylvan Seguin who got a little sideways earlier in that Coke Energy car. Back here, you also got the 12 of Mike Fuller. Making some moves. Stephen Black, though, with the clean air, starting to pull away. A little further back, though, Derek Chaput. Again, looking to the inside. He's getting passed on the outside by Daniel Mickle. And here comes Chris Wheeler looking to the outside, along with Will Witt, Cody Moore, and Nick Mather back here as well. And Cody Moore really likes that high side. We're seeing him really run up there. So we ride along with Derek Chaput here. Looks like Derek's got a little bit of damage to that right front. That's probably hurting him just a little bit. As we ride along here, we'll take a look here. From the roof of Cody Moore, you can see just how much higher he's running than everybody else on track. And it's working for him. You see Will Witt trying to run that high side, catches the wall, gets a little loose, but able to hold on to it. He says, as I see you up there, Cody, I'm going to try that myself. It just doesn't work out in his favor. Brian D's now under attack from Kyle Mays. Almost some contact between those two as they come off the corner. Kyle to the inside. You see that sun beating down bright on the track. That's just going to heat the track up, make it even more slick. As it looks like Wheeler and Mickle are going to go right on by. Here comes Will Witt trying to take advantage as well. And while this is all happening, Stephen Black is just starting to check out. Cody Moore trying to get to that high side, trying to get around Will Witt on the high side. Great view here of this battle taking place on track. And the caution is back out. It looked like, whoops. And it looks like it might have been Todd Mays. Let's see exactly what happened here. You see Todd Mays coming down the front stretch here. And the 51 of Zach Cox misjudges it, gets into his right rear. Two of them make contact with the wall. Oh, Mays almost up and over. Heavy contact with the left side of that car. The rest of the field getting slowed down to get by him. We'll have to see if anybody takes on the pit road here. See D's coming. No, D's going to fake it here. Cody Moore comes on the pit road. I know Logan Hagerman is going to come down along with these guys who did not pit. Brian Nudie comes on the pit road as well. We know he's not going to take tires. So now you see the track darkening up. That means that the sun is behind the clouds and it's going to cool off. And these guys want to have that cloud cover while they're racing, give them that extra grip, and not while they're pacing. But Stephen Black, still your leader. While these guys are under caution, let's have another word from Michael Provel.
At Fortuna Iron, we custom design, fabricate, and install large or small staircases or metal railings for your commercial building, both indoor and outdoor. We specialize in porch and ADA hand railings and large commercial handrails. We can even build spiral staircases. All of our stairs and railings are built to code to make your life easier. Schedule your consultation today at 707-725-2608, and let's make your dreams a reality.
Again, thank you to Michael Provolt for supplying the sponsorship tonight. A little extra cash on the line for these guys, which anytime you can race for some money, it's always a good day. Also, I put a link to the website for Fortuna Iron. If you're in the California area, you need some work done, check them out in the Northwest. But here in Atlanta, man, the heat is ramping up. We are almost to halfway here. Stephen Black just putting on a clinic. Pretty clean race though so far. Only a couple cautions. I believe this is caution number 3. And it looks like unfortunately Colin Willems is going to be done for the day. Unfortunate end to his night here as he was having such a good qualifying and such a good run, and I know that's going to upset the bot squad, although the bot squad does still have Nick Mather to root for tonight. It's Nick sitting back in the 7th spot, having a great little run here, making some moves too, doing some challenging up at the front here, so watch out for him in the late stages of the race. See who's our biggest mover so far of the race. Brandon Mickle, our biggest mover. 24 spots up into the 3rd spot. Great little run for him. Along with Derek Chaput up 17 spots. So nice little run for him as well. And I believe, if I'm looking at that correctly, the Logan and Cody show. Car looks a little bit beat up. But that's all right. Sitting back there in the 8th spot. But up front, Stephen Black and Kyle Mays make up the 1st row. Daniel Mickle and Brian Dees 2nd row. Chris Wheeler, Will Witt in the 3rd row. As the pace car is getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn, as Colin Williams says, bot squad for Mather. Green flag back in the air. Again, another great jump for Stephen Black here. As they're side by side for the 2nd spot between Daniel Mickle and Kyle Mays. Brandon Dees right there in the mix as well, though. Trying to get underneath Mays here. Trying to take away that 3rd spot. See the field fan out behind him. Coming down the backstretch. Mike Fuller and Brian Merle Jr. having a great battle here side by side. Some tight racing in the back here. Along with Brett Merle getting around Derek Chaput. A little further, Nick Mather. Sorry, that's Will Witt and Chris Wheeler going at it with Nick Mather right behind. Oh! 26 of Daniel Mickle gets up into the wall, gets real loose there. He's going to lose 2 positions here. Here's hoping it didn't damage the car too much as we come through a little quad oval here, side by side. That's for 3rd and 4th. As they come off at the turn number 2, most of the field still side by side all the way back. Only the first 3 cars really single file. As we see this gaggle back here. That's Brian Mooney in this mix as well. Nope, that's Brian Merle Jr., excuse me. very similar looking cars. Beauty's actually back in the 14th spot right now. You see Logan Hagerman making his way through the field. And there's Brian Newty making some big moves here. Almost trying to take a 3 wide underneath Joseph Wright. Thought better of it, and they are 3 wide now. As Derek Chaput stuck on the high side, Joseph Wright, the meet between Brian Newty and Russell Martin out there on the bottom line too. Worked 3 wide a little further up as Chris Wheeler just had to back out of it as he was the meat in the sandwich. Now we got Logan Hagerman all the way down the apron. Nick Mather in a bit of an intensity sandwich with Brett Merle on the outside, Logan Hagerman on the inside. Brett wisely backs out of it. And Hagerman's coming to the front right now. So he's falling in the tire marks of that 22 of Chris Wheeler. Trying to use that draft. You see Hagerman getting a great run off of turn number 2, down the backstretch and into turn number 3. He's going to take that position away from Chris Wheeler here. As they come off turn number 4, he's going to do a little slide. No, he's not going to slide job. He's just going to stay down there. And he's going to set his eyes on the 27 of D's. Great run right now for Hagerman coming back. Kyle Mays, though, sitting in that second spot. Looks like he's starting to fall back just a little bit. As the field comes down the front stretch. See that sun popping back out. It's going to slick the track back up, and I think these guys really have to work for it. Here comes Hagerman underneath Kyle Mays, trying to take that second position away. He's going to set his eyes on Stephen Black. A little further back, we've got a great battle from 8th place on back. And this is just the battle of the century back here. These guys are all fighting for position. Basically from Chris Wheeler in 5th all the way back. Brian Merle Jr., Brian Newty, Mike Fuller, Dak Cox, Cody Moore with having a great run off the corner here. While that's going on, Hagerman to the outside to take the lead away from Stephen Black on the outside. Which makes me believe Stephen Black has gone into conservation mode. As he's trying to save his tires to the end. Again, these guys only have one set. Most of these guys only have one set of tires left in the pits. And they're going to be doing everything they can to hold on to them. As we are just about halfway in the race. Colin Willems says, Grandma Hagerman on her feet. Get that cup win, Logan. And he's trying for it as we got a little battle back here between Russell Martin, Kyle Mays, and Brian Dees. And here comes the 82 of Joseph right into the picture as well. Joseph thinking about taking it 3 wide for a second. He thinks better of it. Or does he? He does take it 3 wide. Oh, almost makes contact with Russell Martin there, but man, he had the run there. Here comes Michael White to the outside of Joseph. Joe having a great run now, up 13 spots from his starting position. Trying to make his way through traffic, and here comes, whoa! Michael White gets real loose off the corner, able to hang on to it. Gets back up on the track, makes some contact with the 27 of Brian Dees. Dees able to hang on to it. Colton Kinsey getting by as well, and Colton having a great run in his iOS Cup return, sitting in the 7th spot. So Logan Hagerman is now checking out from Stephen Black. Stephen Black almost a second back behind Hagerman. Joe Wright up to the 4th spot. Kyle Mays sitting back in 5th. He's got a mirror full of Michael White now as Michael looks to the inside, trying to take that position away as they come through turns 3 and 4. Just behind them, Brian Nudie also making a good run for it. Some of these guys are thinking it's go time. Other guys look like they're trying to sit back and conserve. Again, it's almost like we have 2 different races going on here. As Russell Martin's moved into that 4th spot, but Joe Wright is coming quickly. At the same time, they're catching Stephen Black. And now Hagerman checking out. As we take a look at the gap back to Stephen Black. And it just seems to be growing and growing. As now Stephen Black is under attack from Russell Martin. We'll take a look at the lead here. Russell Martin to the inside of Stephen Black. Joe Wright right there trying to follow him through. It looks like Joe's got a little bit of damage to that car too, and he's able to stay right up with these guys. So, yeah, you can see the front of that 82 is punched in pretty good from an earlier wreck. But he's able to stay right up here with these guys. Russell Martin still trying to get around Stephen Black. Oh, almost some contact between Martin and Wright. It's almost like Stephen Black just put in a different gear right there. Here comes Joe Wright, though, around Russell Martin. Now he's going to set his sights on Stephen Black. Trying to take that 2nd position away. Just not able to complete that pass, though, as he's still out to the inside. Here comes Russell Martin down to the outside. Russell Martin able to get that drive off the corner, slides down in front of Joe, gets a little loose. Joe had to back out of it just a little bit, killed his momentum. And right behind him, here comes Brian Nudie into the picture. Now Brian Nudie setting his sights on Joseph right here. They come down the front stretch. Here comes Russell Martin back to the inside of Stephen Black, trying to make that stick. 4 cars here under a blanket as they come off of turn number 2. As we are coming to lap number 75. We're going to have 50 laps to go when they cross the stripe this time. Hageman out to a 4-second lead and growing. As Russell Martin now gets around Stephen Black. Here comes Joe Wright and Brian Nudie also trying to get around Stephen Black. A little further back, Kyle Mays is starting to fall off just a little bit. Brian Dees as well. Zachary Cox trying to get around the 21 of Colton Kinsey. Up front, Brian Nudie trying to take the position away from Joe Wright. He's going to get it. And Nudie's going to set his sights on Stephen Black now, as we've got a couple cars. We got Sylvan Seguin on pit road, which is most likely making his last stop of the race. Nudie to the inside of Stephen Black here as they come down the backstretch. Looks to the inside is Stephen Black. Ooh, Nudie gets a little tight, pushes up the track a little bit. That's going to kill his momentum. Here comes Joe Wright back to the inside of Nudie. And here comes Nudie back on the high side. There's a great battle right here between these cars. And while all this is going on, Logan Hagerman continues to stretch his legs. As he is checked out from the field, he is just coming across the line. And as he comes across the line, we'll take a look to see that everybody else is just coming off of turn number 4. Well, that's going on. A little battle back here. You got Colton Kinsey, Max McClure, 47 of Cheeseburger Lawrence. Cody Moore in this as well. Zachary Cox in the tail of this, and then see Chris Wheeler back there as well. So 5 cars right here, all battling. These guys are battling for 10th through 15th. Kyle Mays is going to lose a position here to Brian Dees. As Mays has really been fading the last few laps, just falling back. Cheeseburger to the inside. Cody Morris just passes everybody on that high side. Cody's really got that high side working, and he's really committed to that high side, and I don't think you're going to see him get off of it unless he has to go low, pass a car or a lap car or something like that, because he is just flying up there. Plus, working that high side, you're turning the wheel a little bit less, using a little less tire, so it's smart being up there. We got cars diving on the pit road. Stephen Black on the pit road. Scheduled pit stop. Looks like fuel only for Stephen Black. Looks like most of these guys are taking fuel only. We see the 26 taking tires. But yeah, everybody's saving that last set of tires for later on in the run. One guy that's not saving any tires is Logan Hagerman. Almost a 5-second lead over Russell Martin. And Brian Nudie. And right behind these guys, we see the 84 of Dave Wright. Dave is on fresh tires, so he should have no problem dispatching these guys. You're going to see exactly what fresh tires are going to do. David Wright gets right to the back bumper of Nudie, takes him on the high side, and just passes Nudie like he's going backwards. Brian Dees and Kyle May still going at it back here. Great little battle. Will Witt is on pit road. Let's see what Will does here, as Will's going to also take fuel only. Kyle May's coming to pit road. As fast as he was falling back, I'm pretty sure he's going to be taking 4 tires as well. Right behind him, Chris Wheeler on the pit road. Let's see what Mays does here. Yep, tires going on that car. Chris Wheeler coming to his stall. Looks like fuel only for the 22. Brian Merle Jr. to pit road in that 74 machine. Is he also going to take just fuel? Looks like it. Brian Dees hits pit road himself now. What's the call going to be here? Tires. So it looks like there might have been an issue on track with David Wright. We'll have to see what happened here. Oh, just gets loose. Catches the inside wall. It's back across the track. Does not bring out the caution. Somehow. That was a wild ride. As Logan with a 6.5 second lead off Russell Martin. Mary Hagerman says, hang in there, Lo. Logan's doing a great job here, running a very clean race. The only thing that could mess him up is a caution. But right now, everything looks like it's staying clean as people are hitting pit road one by one. Some people taking just fuel, some people taking tires. The strategy is all over the place for these guys. Michael White trying to get around Joseph right here. Just not able to do it as they go around the lap car of Eddie Morse. Eddie slides way up the track, really running that high line, that Kyle Larson line, if you will. And while that's going on, Logan's lead continues to grow, up to 6.4 seconds over second place. A little battle on track back here between Kyle Mays and Brian Dees. These guys have been going at it for the last 20, 30 laps. Now that they're both on fresh tires, they catch the 8 of Eddie Morris in the wrong spot, and that's going to allow Kyle Mays to get right on by. Here comes Cody Moore as well. Trying to get around Eddie Morris, and he will. So here comes the new tires going by the guys who have stayed out for a while. As we take a look at Logan here, let's take a look at his pit stops. He last stopped. He's got to be getting close to a fuel run here, I imagine. As his last stop was on lap number 51. So quite a lot of laps on those tires. He's coming up to pass his, put a lap down on his teammate, Brett Merle here. I'm sure Brett will give him all the room in the world here. At the same time, Brett Merle's trying to race here with Mays, Russell Martin, and Joe Wright onto pit road. Let's see if Joe takes that reset or if he takes tires or what Joe does here. Joe's going to take tires. Russell Martin also taking tires. Logan is still running very competitive laps right now. His last time by was a 33.5. Brian Nudie ran a 33.5. Michael White ran a 33.7 as Max McClure hits pit road. Eddie Morris on the pit road as well. And we're seeing the new tires running 31s. So only about 2 seconds of fall off right now for these guys. Hagerman's lead has extended even further now. .3 seconds and growing. Actually, it looks like Brian Nudie might be digging into that lead, but ever so slightly as Hagerman hits pit road. Gives up that 7-second lead to hit the pits. Brian Nudie's going to take over the lead. Cody Moore also coming on the pit road. So we got the Logan and Cody show on pit road. See, Cheeseburger leaving his pit stall. Let's see what Logan does here. If he takes tires, which he does. Cody Moore. Yellow flag is out. That is not what these guys want to see. As you see Cody making the smart move there of driving through pit road. Logan, unfortunately, caught out by the yellow here. That is not what Logan wanted to see, especially on pit road. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened here. So it looks like Brian Merrill Jr. Oh, Dave Wright smacks the wall right in front of his brother. That causes Brian Merrill Jr. to get involved. These two are sliding right at the 09. Oh, Nick Mather involved as well. Todd Mays. I believe that was Todd Mays. Yep. Man, that's a tough break for those guys. Nick Mather with just nowheres to go. As you see him just sees it all unfold in front of him. Just nowheres to go, getting caught up in that. And Brian Merrill Jr. again. Doesn't even know what's happening. Just gets hit a couple times. Oh, well, that's all going on. Brian Nudie hits pit road. Along with Colton Kinsey on pit road as well. These guys getting fuel and tires. And Greg Froelich must have been involved in that as well somehow. He doesn't have any front end. Well, that's Nick Mathers has no front end. It's smoking. Oh, Nick just blew up. Here comes Froelich into his stall as well. See if he had a reset, if that car is going to snap back into shape, which it does. Brian Nudie is going to take over the lead here. So a big shakeup here. Fortunately for Logan, looks like he's going to be restarting back in 5th spot. Looks like Cody Moore, the real loser on this exchange, driving through his pit stall to get out there to try to beat that, and then ended up having a pit and falling back. He's still on pit road getting his service done. Gotta see where the positions are gonna fall out here. They're trying to sort out the lead here. Let's have another word here from our sponsor tonight, Fortuna Iron.
Fortuna Iron is your go-to fabrication shop on the North Coast. We carry the largest inventory of retail steel, stainless steel, and aluminum in all of Humboldt County at prices that can't be beat. We specialize in custom welding, repair, modification, and structural industrial work. Whether you're looking for commercial stair rails, ADA handrails, decorative gates or doors, or just that custom headache rack for your truck, we can do it all. Schedule your consultation today. Call 707-725-2608. Fortuna Iron.
Thank you again, Michael Provolt, for stepping up tonight, sponsoring the race, giving these guys something to race for as we take a look at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now, I'll take a quick look at the race information here as well. Oh, we got lights on the pace car are off, so we're going to not going to do that. Brian Nudie, your leader here. Colton Kinsey in second. Kyle Mays, Brandon Dees, Logan Hagerman still sitting in that 5th spot. Brandon Mickle, Greg Froelich, Russell Martin, Stephen Black all the way back to 9th, and Joe Wright back in 10th. So we'll have to see how this shakes out here as the pace car's getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. We're restacked, re-racked, and ready to refire here as Brian Nudie wastes no time getting back to that loud pedal. Getting out to a lead here. Colton Kinsey already under attack from Kyle Mays. See Sylvan Segoin down on the apron here, coming off the pit road as these guys are going green. And it looks like he's going to stay low and keep himself out of trouble. Here comes Logan. Logan making some moves already as, oh, the 55 slides up the track into Colton Kinsey. Colton, though, able to keep that 2nd spot now. And here comes Brian Dees to the outside. You see the 26, Daniel Mickle out there as well, as here comes Logan Hagerman to the inside on those fresh tires. He's going to make hay while the sun shines with those 4 feel goods here, as he's easily going to dispatch Brian Dees here as he taking a look to the inside of Kyle Mays. And move Hagerman up into the 3rd spot. Now he's going to set his sights on Colton Kinsey and Brian Nudie. And even with working a little traffic, Logan is keeping up with the same lap times as the leaders who are running out there in clean air. So that time by, Hagerman was a 10th faster than the leader. As you see, he's already gaining on the 21 of Colton Kinsey. And you see him kind of run that little higher line like we saw Cody Moore running earlier in the race. Speaking of Cody, Cody's already making some moves. Although he's sitting back in 16th place, a lap down right now. So driving through pit lane really hurt him here, as Hagerman is all over the back bumper of Colton Kinsey. He's going to look to the inside to take that 2nd place away. Colton's going to pinch him down off the corner, as he should. But Logan, with the better run, the better tires, is going to take that position away as they go into turn number 1. And now Logan can set his sights on the 40 of Brian Nudie. And you can just see the speed that Logan's able to keep in the corner compared to everybody else. As we see that battle for first on screen. And again, here comes Cody Moore trying to make some moves. And how about this? Someone we really haven't talked about really all night tonight, Greg Froelich. Up in the 4th position right now. The legend having a great run here. Following Cody Moore, who again is a lap down. A great top 5 run for Froelich tonight. Great to see him having such a great run. But back up front, Hagerman is slowly starting to reel Brian Nudie in. That last time by, they both ran identical times. Let's see what the times look like this time by. Logan is just a little bit faster, so lap by lap, starting to reel him in as we're just under 18 laps to go. Who's it going to be? Oh, we got a yellow flag is out. Oh no, Bot Squad is not going to be happy. Looks like another incident for Nick Mather here. Oh no, and someone else I said, after saying having such a great run. We see Greg Fronick coming off of turn number 2. Pushes up a little bit, up into the wall. Nick Mather just gets into his bumper just a little bit. Gets him really loose here. Comes back across the track. Hits Mather. The two of them go spinning. Wow, what a... Oh. We'll look back at that because there's a couple more cars getting involved in that as well. How about that, though? Look at, I believe that's Cheeseburger right there. Oh, that's Brian Merle Jr. Look at the move that Jr. makes as the C's got a part in front of him. And Mather gets clobbered. Then they continue to wreck as Kyle Mays gets involved. A lot of front runners involved in that one. Well, with Nick getting knocked out of this one, I'm sure our broadcasting views right now are going to go down about 10 people as the Bot Squad has lost both Colin and Nick in the race. Although they could be pulling for their fellow Canadian here. Logan Hagerman sitting back in second position. When they cross the line this time, we'll have 15 laps to go. Is it going to be Brian Nudie? Is it going to be Logan Hagerman? Is it going to be somebody else from the back of the field? How about Colton Kinsey, though, having a great run right now, sitting back in the third spot, as Colin Williams says, Bot Squad for Hagerman. I love it. That should get that should be trending on Twitter right now. Bot Squad for Hagerman. Make it happen. Zachary Cox sitting back in fourth spot. Brian Dees in the fifth spot. Daniel Mickle sitting in sixth. Joseph Wright still having a great run in seventh. Russell Martin in eighth. Max McClure with a top 10 sitting back in ninth. And Kyle Mays, even though being caught up in that last incident, in 10th. Stephen Black rolling around in 11th right now. Will Witt, another one of our front runners early in the race, back in 12th. Chris Wheeler. Cody Moore back in, looks like 14th. And Michael White, our 15th place out on pit road. So it looks like Michael, yeah, he's going to beat the pace car off. It was close. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and get ready to refire them. We're going to have just 13 laps to go when we take the green flag. I know the bot squad's going to be pulling for Hagerman. Let me know who you're pulling for in the chat. As Brian Nudie takes the inside, Hagerman to the outside. We've seen that outside really work for Hagerman well. Let's see if he can take advantage of it here on the restart. Pace car getting ready to peel off here. Take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. Nudie stands on it, gets a great jump. Colton Kinsey also a great jump here. Looks like Hagerman's going to have a little bit of a push from behind by the 51 of Zach Cox, and Brian Nudie starts to scoot away a little bit from these guys. Colton Kinsey does get that inside lane working, but Hagerman on the outside fighting for everything he can so he can have an opportunity to go race Nudie. Oh, Colton Kinsey pushes up the track, gets into Hagerman, able to hold on to it. Hagerman makes the pass as Colton Kinsey slides back all the way to 7th. Oh, Brian Dees and Zach Cox make some contact. They both hang on to it as well. And Hagerman now able to set his sights on Brian Nudie as the yellow flag comes back out. Let's see if we can see what happened as see what we can see here as Max McClure battling on the outside of Will Witt here. Joseph Wright right in front. Max gets a little tight, hits the wall, comes down, misses Will Witt, Chris Wheeler. They're able to sneak on by. Max tries to lock it down the best he can, catches that grass, slides back across the track. Oh, and then as he's trying to goose it back, he a little too much gas and catches the wall right in front of a couple cars, and that's what brought out our yellow. Dakota Camper says in the chat, let's go Hagerman Wheelman. For sure, he definitely did a great job there holding on to that. Especially with the little bit of contact there between him and Colton Kinsey. Let's take another look at this. This was an incredible save by these two drivers here. Colton just slides up the track, makes a little bit of contact. They both do a great job holding on to it. Hagerman just stays in it, stands on it, able to stay in second place there. So we're going to have just under 10 laps to go. Looks like we're going to refire with about 8 laps to go. Can Brian Nudie hang on to it? Hagerman going to be able to get by him? Or could we have another surprise winner sitting a little further back? Someone like Daniel Mickle, Zachary Cox, Brian Dees. Can Colton Kinsey make his way back up there? Russell Martin. Don't count out Stephen Black and Will Witt sitting back in 8th and 9th. Joe Wright sitting back in 10th. A lot of racing left. And anything can happen up here, as we've already seen tonight. And if Logan ends up winning tonight, imagine what kind of ratings the Logan and Cody show will get later on this week. You know they'll be talking about that extensively on that show. From what I was told today, it's the #1 show on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out, the Logan and Cody Show on YouTube, featuring Cody Moore and Logan Hagerman. As the lights on the pace car are going to be turning off this time by, we'll be going back to green flag racing in one lap. Brian Nudie continues to take that low side. So as they line up now, Brian Nudie, Logan Hagerman, your front row. Zach Cox and Daniel Mickle rolling out your second row. Brian Dees, Colton Kinsey, Russell Martin, Stephen Black, Will Witt, Joe Wright. Your top 10. And Chris Wheeler and Kyle Mays, Cody Moore, Michael White, and Eddie Morris are the rest of your lead lap cars. Michael Provolt, our sponsor for tonight's race, and the Fortuna Iron Machine. First car one lap down in 16th. Then Brett Merle, Michael Lawrence, Mike Fuller, Brian Merle Jr. will round out your top 20. As we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Pace car gets ready to take that hard left-hand turn. Barney's got that green flag in his hand. Green flag back in the air. We're back racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway with just 7 laps to go. And Hagerman, a little bit of pressure now from the 51 Zach Cox. Zach almost gets in the side of him. Again, able to hang on to it. Loses a ton of momentum. Oh, Zach blinked out for a second. That's going to allow Hagerman to keep that. They almost go 3 wide. They are 3 wide behind them. 4 wide as they come off of turn number 4. Here comes Stephen Black and Colton Kinsey on that high side, trying to make something happen. They're still 3 wide behind them. Oh, Zach Cox gets turned up into Chris Wheeler. Yellow flag is out. And that is not what Hagerman wants to see. Hagerman wants this thing to go green. He's so much better on the long runs than Brian Nudie's been. Unfortunately, just not able to get a long run. Let's see if we can dial up this replay here. And it starts with 3 wide with Zach Cox in the middle. Stephen Black on the outside. Whoops. I do apologize. I hit the wrong button. I'm always good for that once tonight. See if we can dial this back up here. Do apologize for the wait. There we go. Now we got it. Let's try this once again. So we see him 3 wide with Stephen Black on the outside. Almost a little bit. Actually, I think there was a little bit of contact between Zach Cox and Stephen Black. Zach comes down the track after making contact with Stephen Black and right down into the right front fender of the 27 of D's. That sends Zach up the track right into the path of Chris Wheeler. And then as Zach is spinning out of control, trying to got the brakes locked down, and here comes Brian Merle Jr. right into the passenger side door. Well, we're going to try it again. Can Logan figure out Nudie's restart here? Or can Brian hold on to win it? Looks like the lights on the pace car should be shutting off this time by. Barney the flag man holding that yellow flag. Hardest working guy on iRacing right there. Well, the lights stay on the pace car, so we're going to go at least one more. Michael White on the pit road as well. I don't know if he's getting some repairs done. Car doesn't look like he's in bad shape, but he might have some damage that we can't see. We know Brian Merle Jr. is getting some damage repaired. Max McClure still sitting on pit road. And Mike Provault was not able to get the lucky dog that time. So Brett Merle will be the last car on the lead lap here. Michael Lawrence will be the lucky dog position with Provault and Fuller behind him. Michael White still on pit road, and we got a bunch of cars. Derek Chaput, the first car, multiple laps down, sitting back in the 20th spot. But hey, this is anybody's race right now. As lights on the pace car are off. But this time Brian Newty takes that high side. Logan Hagerman to the inside. And Daniel Michel, or Michelle, I got to ask him how to pronounce that properly. I'm sure I'm butchering his name and he's not too happy with me. And Colton Kinsey in that fourth spot. Will Witt up the fifth. Stephen Black, Chris Wheeler, Brian Dees, Joseph Wright, and Russell Martin make up your top 10 as the pace cars get ready to take that hard left-hand turn. We're going to have 2 laps of racing left. Green-white checker, unofficial green-white checker, as the pace car pulls off. And Brian Newty right to the loud pedal. Green flag in the air. Doesn't catch Hagerman off guard, though. Hagerman's getting a great push right now from Colton Kinsey. And Logan's going to have that inside line here. Going through 1 and 2. He's going to look like he's going to dispatch that 26 pretty easily. Oh, slides up the track. Loses his momentum. Now they're 3 wide down the backstretch. Colton Kinsey to the inside. Hagerman to the middle. The 26 of Daniel Michael. Now they're going to be 4 wide as Stephen Black pushes the issue here to move himself into second place. Here comes Will Witt as well. White flag in the air. Brian Newty is checking out. Hagerman is fighting for that second spot with Stephen Black there. Will Witt trying to make something happen here as they come through turns 1 and 2. Oh, wrecking behind. That's not going to bring out a yellow flag as they're still rolling. Stephen Black into that second position. Logan getting fought on the outside by Will Witt. Here comes Stephen Black looking to the inside of Brian Newty as they come off of turn number 4 through the travel side to side, and Stephen Black wins the race coming from out of nowhere. Gets turned at the end, but Stephen Black, incredibly your winner. Where did he come from? Sitting back in 6th on the restart, comes all the way up to win the race. Holy cow. Let's see that again. Man, that was incredible. I know it says wreckage rewind, but I just want to rewind this to see exactly what happened here. And, man, I'll tell you what. I was not expecting to see Stephen Black make that move coming to the white flag. As they come to the white flag here, Stephen Black is on the outside of Logan. And just the drive that he gets off the corner, Logan almost gets in the side of him. And at this point, Stephen Black is 6-8 car lengths behind Brian Nudie. As they go into the corner, it just looks like he's able to hold the car wide open. Nudie does everything he can to fight back, but wow, Stephen Black getting the win. I know that was an unintentional turn right there, but holy cow. What a finish. Are you not entertained? Stephen Black, your winner for Cyclone Racing. Brian Nudie, Will Witt, your top 3. Logan Hagerman does come home in 4th. Nice top 5 finish with Daniel Mickle in that 5th spot. And holy cow, I am pretty much out of breath after that one. Let's pull in our 3rd place finisher now. Will Witt. Will, you got Josh in the booth. You got me?
Loud and clear.
Man, congratulations on 3rd place finish. I know we don't get to talk to you too much in the iOS series. When it came to the Dirt series, that was another story. But man, having the asphalt 3rd place, that's got to feel pretty good.
Oh, for sure. It feels good to be back. You know, getting an interview. It's been too long. Yeah.
Well, as the night went on, I know tire wear was definitely the big issue, and it was almost like a battle of 2 different races out there, especially at the end where Stephen Black essentially came out of nowheres to get the win. And man, you had a front row seat for that.
Yeah, him and I were actually on the same strategy, and tonight honestly was 100% luck. We got lucky with a late race caution there to put new tires on, but unfortunately, I just ran out of time to be able to get up there for the win. Got cut off by Logan there on the last lap, which hey, it is what it is. But top 3, I'll take it.
Absolutely, and Logan having a great race. He was a completely different strategy than everybody else. It seemed like, but man, I'll tell you what, I'm still shocked by Stephen Black coming to win that right now. Not to take anything away from you, but man, great run for you as well. You're there at the beginning, kind of faded in the middle of the run, and came back at the end. So great run. Anybody you'd like to thank? Any shout outs you got to give?
Yeah, I want to thank the Cyclone guys tonight. None of my team apparently wanted to be in Discord tonight, so I hung out with them. So that was fun with them. Shout out to Steven for getting a win, and Brian for having a really good race.
For sure, and it's good points night for operators too, with the team points coming into play as well. So great job tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Let's hope.
Now our 2nd place finisher tonight, Brian Nudie. Brian, you got Josh in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Man, I know you're kind of disappointed you didn't win the race, but what a run for you, man. I mean, you're at the front, faded way to the back, looked like you were getting caught off in strategy. Then at the end there, just started pulling away. You had a great battle going. I know if it kept going green, Logan was going to just run you down, but you caught the cautions the right way. But Stephen Black came out of nowhere to steal it from you, man. But what a great run.
Yeah, I definitely wish I would have won that thing, but man, that was an awesome finish. I was looking up in my mirror going into turn 3. I knew I blew the corner the second I got to turn 3, and then I saw him coming low, and I was like, well, I'm just going to door him, and hopefully we still finish 1-2, but not in the order I wanted, but that was a good job by Black.
Yeah, strategy-wise, did anything change throughout the race? I know everybody seemed to have completely different strategies. Some people pitting at the stage break and just taking fuel. The middle of the race, people just taking fuel. I mean, was it just the strategy was what you planned on going in, or did it change?
I mean, I always intended on the first stage to just take fuel only and go. I was actually surprised that those guys didn't take fuel. And they actually had to make a green flag pit stop, and I never had to pit under green. And I think, that's definitely what kind of put me out front. I was out front early. I kind of get screwed up in that first stage, racing with Stephen Black for the lead. And we came up on a lap car, and I just entered in the corner all wrong, kind of clipped the wall just a little bit and kind of burned up my tires. Just trying to stay with them, but I still managed to get second place in the stage and second place in the race. But yeah, I mean, I kind of my strategy really never changed too much. I actually ended up pitting right when I was planning on pitting anyway. I just got lucky and the caution came out right when I had to pit.
Well, congratulations, man. I know you've got a long list of sponsors that, especially some new sponsors, I think you picked up recently.
Oh yeah, as always, I got to thank my beautiful wife for letting me do this. I got to thank Gill's Dump Truck Service and Pizzeria, the fastest dump trucks in the Northwest. Missing Isaiah Gill tonight. He's got that arm injury, so he's not out here. Good job, Stephen Black. Nice win for him. Also got to give a shout out to Colin Willems, underwear model for MeUndies. MeUndies iRacer Special. You got to read the ad. I don't know if I can say it on air, but it'll make you breeze past the competition. That's all I can say, and keeps you nice and cool while you're driving. Also, got to give a shout out to the kind of the new regime of iOS. Everything has been kind of clicking off pretty good. We've been getting sponsors for race after race, and hopefully I can get another top 3 tomorrow.
Awesome, man. And one more thing I know we got to throw out there. It is Atlanta. Are you really missing Isaiah Gill?
I hope he is here tomorrow because, Atlanta in a truck race just wouldn't be the same without him.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on second place. I know you're disappointed, but you can't be too disappointed. You won a little bit of money, got a lot of points, and had a great race.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Congrats again.
All right, man. You have a good one.
And finally, the man of the hour, Stephen Black. Stephen, you got Josh in the booth. You got me?
Josh, what's up?
Man, I just got to ask, where did you come from? On that restart, you were sitting back in 7th or 8th place, and you just came flying through the pack. I saw you make a 4-wide move, and just came out of nowhere. Did you have fresher tires than anybody else, or how'd you make that happen?
Yeah, so I kind of figured this was going to be a tire strategy race, and we were really waiting for, me and Will Witt were on the same strategy, and we were waiting for a yellow to come out there at the end, and we lucked out, and it came out at about lap 110, and we took fresh tires, and we were kind of hoping it would go green from there, and then the cautions just kept coming and coming, and I was kind of worried we were going to run out of time to try to make the moves we needed to make because we were towards the tail end of the top 10 when we came back out, and I knew if I was going to have a chance to win, I was just going to have to send it whenever I had a chance, and I almost ended up in the wall a couple times. I think I got doored at one point in the quad oval, and it was just overall kind of send it there at the end, hope it sticks, and just hope everyone's going to give you enough room, and it was fun racing there at the end for sure.
For sure, and yeah, I mean, it just incredible. It was the first time I think you were actually hoping for a late race caution, and you got it, and it worked out in your favor. And I know that this is probably going to start a trend now that everybody's going to want to be on the Logan and Cody show because it brought you some luck tonight. Is that what it was, or was it just some great racing out there overall?
I think the Logan and Cody show brought me some luck too, being on there. I know they had me on because I did win 3 in a row, but yeah, I think the Logan and Cody show may be good luck. So if you talk to Cody or Logan and try to get on there, then maybe out here winning some races in the late stages. But yeah, man, that was a really fun race, like I said, and we'll be back ready to do it again next week too.
Well, I have to ask just because I have to be the smart guy and asked. How was the setup?
Well, it was really plowing, honestly, and I had run a 30-lap stint earlier today, and I knew it was going to be all about the right front and trying to get it to rotate around the corner and a lot of trail braking, and I didn't complain near as much as I usually do about tight setups, and I did make it work, and luckily I was able to keep the car in somewhat clean air, and that really helped me out.
And lastly, before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give? Anybody you want to thank?
First of all, shout out to Grandma Hagerman. I know she tunes in every week to watch Logan there. Had fun racing him there at the end. Shout out to Logan and Cody show, obviously. Cody Moore, Bailey Jones, Sylvan Seguin, Blake Hensley. He wasn't here tonight, but thoughts with him. He's probably out on his John Deere. Isaiah, know he's got an arm injury that he's working out, and everyone that comes out every week. Michael Provolt for sponsoring this race and providing payouts. And I believe that's it.
Well, I do know that Blake Hensley was cheering you on from the chat, and we actually had a Grandma Hagerman shout out in the chat as well tonight. So a little sighting there from Grandma, which was pretty awesome to see. And man, congratulations on the win tonight. Well deserved. Made it exciting. I ran out of breath at the end because that was incredible. So good job, and tomorrow night we'll have to see what you can do again.
Thank you, Josh.
Well, there you have it. Great run from Stephen Black. I'm still kind of shocked a little bit at how that finished, but shocked in a good way. So congrats to Stephen Black. A couple great runs throughout the field, too. Colton Kinsey in his iOS return comes home in 6th. Zachary Cox, 17 spots from the start, moved up to 9th. Daniel Mickle, 22 spots to the good, coming in 5th. So a couple really good points days for a couple guys and some actual awesome driving. And, man, awesome job all around by these guys. Thanks again to Fortuna Iron for sponsoring the race. Awesome job tonight for everybody, giving some cash payouts for these guys. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night for the iOS Truck Series. We'll be right here on Intensity Broadcasting, same bat time, same bat channel. I'll be running in that one. You'll have the call with Dylan and Atlee. Then tune in Thursday night for some dirt. Friday night we'll have the Original Rebels Xfinity Series playoff start this week, as well as the Cup Series starts on Saturday, and then the Twin 125s for the Original Rebels Outlaw Trucks and the Original Rebels League. So don't forget, check us out all week long, racing every night. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Check us out on eRacing TV as well. And for myself and everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, even though it was just me tonight, we do want to thank you for tuning in. And as Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over and out.